Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pete's Cookhouse. This week's episode, um, actually, last week we went to Arby's. You had the cheddar cheese, beef and cheddar, I should say, cheddar cheese, beef and cheddar. And I tried out a new menu that they had that I was so excited to try. And after I tried it, I was so disappointed. It was a new menu item. Is called the Cherry BBQ brisket sandwich. That's a mouthful, and all you need is a mouthful to realize that it sucks big time. The idea is good, so because the idea is good, I will revisit that. I'm gonna make it myself, that sandwich, my version, my way. So we're gonna do not the cherry barbecue brisket sandwich because the cherry barbecue sauce sucks. And I don't know why anybody would come up with a cherry barbecue sauce. It's not Asian food. You know, it's not the cherry sauce for the chicken balls here we're talking about. We're barbecue. We're brisket. It's smoked. So we're gonna go with something. Yeah, we're gonna go with something sweet, but not cherries. We're gonna go with honey barbecue. We're gonna make the honey barbecue sauce. We are going to again do it on a budget because I don't feel like doing a brisket and spending 12 hours on a brisket on the smoker because first off, um, I don't have the proper smoker for that, and I'd be up all night, and that wouldn't be a good thing. And so we're going to be using really what brisket is. It's smoked meat. So the next best thing is Montreal smoked meat, which we're going to be using. There's the original cherry barbecue brisket sandwich has the buns, has lettuce, red onions. It has the layered uh, brisket slices, and then it has the cherry barbecue sauce on top. And on top of that, they put Swiss cheese or some kind of white cheese, cheddar cheese. We're going to do our version of a cheese sauce, which is going to be very good. So stay tuned. Don't go away. I'll be right back. I'll get all the what we need and we'll get started. All right, welcome back, guys. So first things first, what we're going to be doing our barbecue sauce. So it's going to be a honey barbecue sauce. What you're going to be needing is 1 cup of ketchup, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. All of these dry spices are in here. We're also going to need a half a cup of brown sugar, a quarter cup of red wine vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of honey. So, first things first, we put all our liquids in our saucepan. This is very easy to make. Once you know how to make this and once you do it yourself, you'll never buy store-bought barbecue sauce again. There's so many versions that you can do, and it's so easy to make. So add everything together, and now we will add. I'm just going to rinse this out here a little bit. We need half a cup of brown sugar. So I just want to give this a rinse here. Sugar. Probably reach half a cup. Half a cup brown sugar, add that to it, and then you add your 2 tablespoons of honey. There's one. And two. Now, we will grab a whisk. We'll turn our heat on. Oh, hang on. Turn the heat on. There we go. We'll grab a whisk and we're going to whisk this. Whisk disc? This disc. And we're going to mix everything together. We're going to bring it to a boil. And then we're going to bring it down to a simmer for a couple of minutes until it gets thicker, and it will have a tendency of going a little bit clearer, like a glaze, because of the honey. So it's nice and mixed. Bring this to a boil, which ain't going to take that long. And once that's done, we're just going to drop it down to a simmer and let it sit there for a little bit. And we will move on to our next phase, which is there is also crispy onions on this burger, on this sandwich. So we will be doing our crispy onions. So don't go away. I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So we have a plane going overhead. Probably part of the Canada Day festivities. Yeah, it is the Canada Day long weekend. So happy Canada Day to all you Canadians out there. All right, plane's gone. So our barbecue sauce is on simmer right now. We're just going to let it do its thing. Get everything to intensify in flavor. It's all going to be nice. Now we're going to be doing our crispy onions. So crispy onions, naturally what you need, an onion. We're going to peel it, we'll cut it and peel it. And after that, we're going to put it in our little dredging station. It's not really a dredging station. Well, yeah, it is. But not with the eggs or anything like that. You'll see. We are going to add flour and cornstarch, which I forgot. This is right here. Cornstarch always add a little bit more crispiness to whatever you're deep frying. So it's always a good thing. So you grab your onion, we'll cut it in half, and then we will slice it really thinly. The thinner they are, the better it is. The nicer, crispier you will get your onions. So, grab your onions and split them all up. So, nice and thin. This is going to be beautiful. So you can make this and store it afterwards in the container once they're done. So you don't need to, gauge how much you're making, because once they're deep fried and dried out, you can put this in an airtight container and it will last a while. It'll last for, I want to say a month. I haven't checked on it, but I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments. Airtight container in the fridge afterwards. I don't even think it has to be in the fridge. When you buy the store ones, they're out on the shelf. So get these things all separated, and we will bring this down a little bit. We will check on our barbecue sauce. And our barbecue sauce is done. So we will turn the heat off of this and we will let it rest and let it cool off a little bit. Okay, so once all of this is separated like this. We will put this in a bowl, and we will now the proper way of doing it is getting buttermilk and dousing your onions with buttermilk, and after that transferring them to your dry mix, coating them, and then deep frying them. I don't have buttermilk, so you can use either half and half, which is what I'm going to be using, and it works just as well. Right, so do this. The rest we don't need. So I'm going to get rid of this. There. All right. We will add a little bit of half and half to this, like that. Not too much, it's just to wet it up a little bit as a binder. So the dry portion of this is flour. I'm just eyeballing it. A little bit of cornstarch for the crispiness. Oops. Garlic powder. Onion powder. I would say like a tablespoon each. Cayenne pepper. And smoked paprika. And let's not forget the two common spices, which is salt and pepper. And we will mix this up. Good mix. Like this. And now we will add our onions to it. And once our onions are added to it and coated properly, we will go and start our deep fryer. So add this to it, mix it all up, get the onions all nicely coated, separated. You don't want them to be like a big clump. So add the other ones. There. So when you add this to the deep fryer, make sure that you don't add the whole thing at once. You basically add them try to like break them up as much as you can. All right. So I'm gonna clean up, start up the deep fryer, and I'll be right back. Don't go away. All right, guys, welcome back. So our crispy onions are done. They're just gorgeous, and naturally they just taste amazingly. Nice and crispy. Great taste to it. So you can never have enough of those. The other thing we're going to be doing for a sandwich is our cheese sauce. We're going to do something very simple. We're going to do a roux first. Now, a roux consists of 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of flour, and because we're not doing a lot of it, we're only going to be using half a cup of milk, and we're going to be using 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese. Now, the mozzarella cheese that I use is the cheapest one, which is the Ficello. It's basically the stringy stuff. I just cut it up and put it in a cup here. So we're just going to add that. We're going to add a little bit of garlic powder to it too, and maybe some smoked paprika. Maybe. So let's get started on the sauce. I'll put this here. Get the fire going. Yes, I'm using margarine. Doesn't matter. It's healthier for you. So Sorry, add a tablespoon of butter, melt it down. And we are going to add a tablespoon of flour once that is melted down also. So you don't want to burn your butter. Just always keep an eye on it. And what you want to do is with the flour is once it's integrated with it, you want to make a paste, and you want to brown the paste so lightly, very, very lightly, not brown like cooked, but brown, a nice golden brown. So you can tell that the butter is starting to melt and butter away, sizzle away. We will add our tablespoon of flour. I don't want to put too much, like that. And we mix this. We make a paste. Now, this will cook into becomes a nice golden brown color. And once it is, you will add slowly your milk to your mixture and keep on mixing. Like that, it will thicken up, and that will become your sauce base. Also known as a bechamel. That's a whole other episode. We will be getting into that. So keep on adding your milk. And take it off the heat if you want. You don't want this to burn. Bring your heat down. Keep on adding this glass of your milk. Keep on stirring it. Take it off the fire. Turn this off. Add your cheese to it. So I got like 6 ounces of mozzarella. Give it a stir, and this will all mix and melt together. Now just keep on doing this until everything melts properly. It's melting nicely. We can add a little bit more to the heat if we want to, just to help it along. Beautiful. Beauty. We can add, right now it's really thick, so I'm just going to add a tad more bit of milk to it, just to make it a little bit more creamier. Now, that's how it looks like. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, so take that off. We will add a little bit of garlic powder to this, like that. Give this a nice mix. We will add a little bit of smoked paprika also. About 1 teaspoon, I would say. Really go to taste for this. Give this a nice mix. We don't need to add any salt. There's salt in the cheese. You can add pepper if you desire, or you can add a little bit more heat and add some cayenne pepper to it if you want. I think I'll just leave it like this. All right. So that cheese sauce being done, we will cover that, put it aside, and we will start prepping what we need for our sandwich. And that we will get a nice croissant bun. We will also toast it, and we will need some lettuce. They had lettuce, yes, lettuce and red onions sliced, and our meat, and we are going to build our sandwich after that. So don't go away. All right, guys, welcome back. So we have our bun, we have our lettuce, we have our red onions, we have our Montreal smoked meat, which is actually smoked brisket, but the cheaper version and the quicker version. So I will show you what we're going to be doing with this too. We have our crispy onions, we have our cheese sauce, and we have our barbecue sauce in the back. So what we're going to do before we start is I am going to crisp our bun. So we're going to put it on, normally put it on a grill or put it on something like that, but you know what, just a frying pan like this is great. Does the job. Don't need to get too fancy for this. This is a Canada Day sandwich. So we're going to let that brown. And what we're also going to be doing is we're going to grab our smoked meat, brisket, and we want nice long slices, right? Because we want to stack it up. So this is nice stuff here. But we're going to spread it out like this. But what I will be doing, I guess 3, that's enough right there, I guess. Okay. So put this aside. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put this in the barbecue sauce. So it's going to heat up also, but it's also going to get coated in barbecue sauce, which is going to be just delicious. So I am going to put this in the mix. First, I'm going to check these guys out. Still, nope, they're getting there. Okay, so put this in your barbecue sauce, and don't trust me, it's not gonna ruin your barbecue sauce anyway. So we're gonna let that sit in there for a couple of minutes while we take care of the other stuff. And we are okay. So we're gonna check our bun here. Oh, that's nice and toasty. Oops. This one could be a little bit more. Right. So this is sitting in the barbecue sauce. We are going to put a little bit of layer of barbecue sauce on the bun. Then we're going to put the lettuce, the onions on top of the sauce here. I'll show you right here. So turn that off. Grab a spoon. Grab a little bit of this barbecue sauce and put this bottom portion and top portion. This. All right. Now that is done, we will put the bottom layer of nice crispy lettuce like this. Then we will put a layer of our red onions like that. Okay. Now, nothing goes to waste. There we go. All right. Now we will grab our smoked meat and we will layer it on top of this. Like that. This is gorgeous. Now, the rest of this barbecue sauce, you can put in a jar, put it in the fridge, and it will last. If you put it in the fridge, it will last for, I've had some for almost a month in the fridge. Just because of the vinegar and all that, it acts as a natural food preservative. So our meat is piled up nice and high. God. Put this away. Now let's not forget our cheese sauce. Grab another spoon. Like this. Give it a stir. And just put a dollop on top like this. What do you think? Now, to top this off, we have our crispy onion. So grab a handful, put that on top like this, and we put our lid on. That's totally ridiculous, but it looks amazing and it must taste amazing too. I haven't even tasted this. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I know where this is going. All right. Don't go away. I'm going to clean up and we're coming back for the taste test. Don't move. Hey guys, welcome back to the final segment, the taste test. Now, as I cut this thing open, it went all over the place. So, I mean, it won't. I know it's going to be a messy burger. That's for sure. So there's no way to really special way to go about this. You just grab it and just taste it. You're going to be messy, so I got paper towel. So here we go. This is a million times better than what Ardys put out. This has flavor. This has messiness factor too. So if you're going to make this, and I hope you do, please have a lot of paper towels for your guests and yourself, because you're going to go home with sticky fingers. This is amazing, guys. So give it a try if you want. You won't go wrong. You'll be very happy you did. And once again, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button also. And hit the notification if you want to be kept in the loop of all the next episodes coming out. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. For those of you who are Canadians, happy Canada Day. And I will be seeing you next week. Thanks for watching.